Hello students. In today's EVS2 period, we are going to see lesson number 2, that is work of the saints. In previous periods, we have seen information of saints. Today we are going to see information of next saint, that is Sant Eknath. Sant Eknath carried on the work started by Sant Namdev and Sant Jnaneshwar. Which works Sant Namdev and Sant Jnaneshwar started? That work who carried? Sant Eknath. He lived in Paitan. Where he lived? In Paitan. Sant Eknath preached that the way to reach God was through devotion. That is called Bhakti Marg. Now here preach means what? To teach. Sant Eknath teach that the way to reach God means he taught the people the way to reach the God. How to reach the God? Through what? Devotion. That is called Bhakti Marga. Means you should worship the God. You should do the bhakti of the God. Through that you can reach to the God. He wrote numerous religious songs, abhangs, ovis and bharuds. Now these abhangs, ovis and bharuds, what are they? They are the religious songs. These religious songs are related to Hindu religion. His advice to the people was not to accept any distinction of high and low. Sant Eknath's advice was to the people not to accept any distinction. Now distinction means what? Difference between. Distinction of high and low. High and low means what? Poor and rich. Is what he told to people, that don't make difference between high and low. Don't say he's poor, he's rich. Give equal treatment to all. He want to say through his advice. He made friends with the poor and downtrodden and taught them devotion to God. Sant Eknath, what he has done? See, he had made friendship with poor people and the downtrodden. Now downtrodden means what? The peoples who are treated badly and unfairly by other people. Maybe that poor people, like these people are called downtrodden. And with them, Sant Eknath made friendship and taught them what? Devotion to God. Now devotion means what here? Love. Means Sant Eknath taught the people what? Devotion to God. Means he told to people to love the God, worship the God. His love extended even to the dumb animals. Now dumb means what? The animals which could not speak, like these animals also he loved. He exhorted the people to love all living beings and practiced what he preached. Now exhorted means what? He urged. Means Sant Eknath urged the people to love. To whom to love? To all living beings, means all the human beings you love. And told to practice what he preached. Means whatever Sant Eknath has taught to the people, he told to follow that in their life. Means only here give equal treatment to all. Don't make difference between high and low. Don't say he's poor, he's rich. Give equal treatment to all. This was his advice. One day he was going to the river Godavari for bath. It was noon, means 12 o'clock it was, and very hot. Means at 12 o'clock it is very hot. In that way it was very hot. The sand bed along the riverside was very hot too. Now you can see near the riverside there is a sand. It is sand spread there near the riverside. That only it is called sand bed. Sand means no children? Sand means valu. And that sand bed along the riverside also was very hot because it was afternoon. Students, you can see sand bed in this picture. he heard the crying of a poor child sitting on the hot sand. Now, Sant Eknath, what he heard? The crying of poor child who was sitting where? On the sand. Eknath looked around and saw the child. He picked up the child in his arms, wiped his tears, and reached him home. See, children, how was Sant Eknath? I have told you, saints, they are the working for society. If they see if anyone is in trouble, they try to help them. In this way, by his personal example, Eknath impressed the message of love and equality on the minds of people. Means here, in this way, by his personal examples, Eknath impressed. Impress means to affect deeply in the mind. He impressed the message of love and equality on the minds of the people. Means which message he impressed on the people? See, the message of love and equality by his personal example. Means what here? See, he looked after the child who was crying sitting on the hot sand, and he wiped his tear and reached him home. Next point is Sant Tukaram. Students, see here Sant means only saint. Sant Tukaram means saint. Tukaram, saint and sant. Their meaning is same only. Two great saints, Tukaram and Ramdas, lived in Shivaji's time, means in during the Shivaji's time. Which saints were there? Tukaram and Ramdas. Tukaram came from Dehu near Pune. From which place Tukaram was there? He was from Dehu. He owned a farm and also a grocery shop. He owned means he possessed. He was having. He is the owner of the farm and also a grocery shop. Now grocery means what? Kirana store. The items of food sold in grocery shop. His forefathers used to lend money to the needy people. Tukaram's forefathers. Now forefathers means what? Members of family, especially man who lived a long time ago. In Marathi we say purvas. For forefather what we say in Marathi? Purvas. And his forefathers used to lend. To lend means to give money on condition that it is returned and the interest is paid for its temporary use. Students, you know, in our village also some saukars are there. What they do? They give some money for needy people, and they have to, the needy people, they have to pay the interest. We say vyaj for the temporary use of that money. In bank also same it is. If you take money, you have to pay the interest. Interest means money only you have to pay for the temporary use of the given money. Means in short Marathi we can say कर्ज देणे. But Sant Tukaram drawn in the river Indrayani all the record of loan papers he had, thus giving relief to many. Sant Tukaram what done? He drawn in the river Indrayani. Here drawn means push underwater. Means he pushed underwater what? All the records of loan paper he had. Means his forefathers record of loan papers. That loan they had given to the poor people. That loan papers record that he drawn in the river Indrayani. For what reason he drawn that? Thus giving relief to many. Here who get the relief? The poor, needy people who have to loan. That peoples they get the relief because they have to pay the interest if they can't pay the given money. Students, today's homework. You have to read which part I have taught today. And thank you. Have a nice day.